just outside of the nation's capital in nearby Landover, Maryland. Welcome in. We're getting a look at the enormous Northwest Stadium. Five glorious months of football about to get underway. We're all set, and away we go in a new NFL season. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. They'll begin with a quick completion to the right side. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it's good enough for a New York first down. Pass play now. Gets out of trouble. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time, the secondary, well, they got real sticky, stay tight, and force the throw away.
Pass into the hands of Devontae Walker. And he's down inside the 35 before going out. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Here's Breece Hall on the ground for the first time. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
They give on 2nd to Hall. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Give him about 3 yards, and now they're going to have 3rd and 5 to figure out. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Chased out to his right. And he slides down with enough to pick up that first. It's a pickup of 11. And it'll give the Jets a first down. Hall takes it straight ahead. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few. He got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
And they're ready for him at the line. Couldn't manage anything there.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Escapes the pocket. He'll make a bid for it. The ball is loose. Oh, but the fumble goes out of bounds. Ooh, close call there. All right, so they're facing 4th down now, but they are grateful, no doubt, to be facing it. After that sideline right there saved them on the fumble. Yeah,
saved them, Kate, not just on the field, as you're saying, but on the scoreboard. Would have hurt to fumble it away inside field goal range. But thanks to that ball bouncing out, they'll get a chance to try a field goal, or who knows, maybe even go.
And he will score. It's a New York touchdown. The Jets finish up an excellent opening series. Brandon Aubrey now on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Jets take a 7-0 lead as he starts this year 1 for 1. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Here's a return from the 7. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Come on, set! Cowboy 80!
They'll come out throwing. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Going option, headed left on this 1st down. Broke through the tackle. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
When they draw up these plays for the quarterback, these are the type of results they're expecting, Kate. Something that could tear a hole in the defense, move the chains, and just as importantly, and maybe most importantly, put a seed of doubt and thought into that defensive mind that the QB can run at any time.
Buys time, rolling right. Now here he goes again. And he's tackled for no gain.
Look at the quarterback's eyes. He's looking. He's trying to find a lane of some kind, but there was nowhere to go. And he was lucky to get back to the line before that defense closed in.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's brought down for a loss.
You know how we hear about teams and quarterbacks avoid targeting a stud cornerback, just throwing away from him? Well, maybe they should avoid running it anywhere near this guy. He's having no issue stopping these plays cold.
And the Jets in the dime for this 3rd down. Throwing from the gun. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And this is scooped up by the Jets. And New York takes it back for a touchdown. The Jets take a 13-0 lead. For the point after, here's Aubrey. The point after splits the uprights. And the Jets drive out to an early 14-0 lead. Still reeling a little after fumbling that away, but they're going to get it right back with this kickoff. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Throwing it to start this drive. He intercepts the pass. And the Jets will take over as he records his 1st interception of our season. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you've got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away, just as they did.
Play action on 1st down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. The dose of the hurry-up offense here. Another try following the sack. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Third and long for him here. He put everything he had into this one. Intercepted in the end zone.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
Quick throw, right side, complete to start this drive. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. 16 yards on the play. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
Ready?
Dropping back to throw. As a man, Justin Jefferson. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
You know, Kay, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position by hitting on that shot.
And he's going to fight forward and get in. Touchdown! The Commanders pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. You're good on the point after. And the Commanders cut the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Hall running between the tackles. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. So the new NFL season officially well underway as we've reached the end of the 1st quarter. Neither side separating much so far. We're back to Northwest Stadium right after this. Time for the 2nd quarter of play. It's Jets football. They have it 2nd and 4. From the 39. That's caught. It's Breece Hall. And they touch him down. Looks to be about 4 yards short of the 6. Offense up to the line fast. That one's out and cut on the right side. They deliver a shot before he can get to the line. So not a holding call. One of the linemen actually too far downfield that time. That's what drew the flag. After the flag, they've got 3rd and 9 to figure out. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's on the move. And he'll get this down at the 33-yard line. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And it's good enough for a New York 1st down.
Here we go, set. Go.
Looking for a throw here. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be out of bounds. Looks like a yard or 2 short of the 25. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 27. That's incomplete left side.
I'll tell you this, Kate, they doubled him knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. That's doing your homework. A bit surprising QB still threw it in that direction. How well the defense had that one covered.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Looking to the air here. Rolling left, buying some time. He wisely avoids contact, sliding down there, and that played good enough for a first. That one ends up a gain of 6. And it'll give the Jets a first down.
60 by 6.
From the gun, it's Hall. Stiff arm success. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of...
Coming deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something. Back to the line they go. It's second down. The Jets take their first time out. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half.
Let's go now.
After the sack, another pass on second down. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Commanders have it now as he makes the 20th interception of his career. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10. It's an option right that begins this drive. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first. A jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. He's got room to roam here. And he's going to take it in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders parlay the interception into points. York now for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Commanders tie things up at 14. On now is York to kick this one away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Oh no, they get him yet again. And the Commanders are going to have it after his second interception of the season. And the drive will start out with a first and 10.
Let's go.
Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. Makes a cut to the right sideline. And he finally ends up out of bounds after a huge gain. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with first and goal.
What an injection of momentum for the offense on that play. With the energy boost in a much shorter field, I predict it's not going to be long, Kate, till they finish this series off.
First down, and they go right back to it. Is in. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. York tacks on that extra point. And the Commanders break that tie and now lead by 7. On now is York to kick this one away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. They'll start this one out with Hall. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short third down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for first and 10.
To the air now on first and 10. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it's good enough for a New York first down. We've hit the 2-minute warning now from the nation's capital. And it's the Jets with 1st and 10. New set of downs for him from the 46. They'll throw on 1st. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Jets moving quickly, trying to get the offense set. Trying again, following the sack. Again, he's under pressure, and he goes down. And back-to-back takedowns behind the line of scrimmage set him up now with 3rd down. Back to throw. Escapes out to the left. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
That's taken at the 15. And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return. No return on that punt. And the Commanders will go on offense. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
Airing it out to start this drive. On the move, headed right. Oh, look at this, here he goes. And he slides down with enough to pick up that 1st. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34.
Let's go now. Ready?
He'll look to throw. Complete out to the right side. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. The Commanders take a timeout. They're 1st. 1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Pass play coming here. Dump off caught by his back. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Jeremy Chin there on the stop. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Fits it through the middle. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. Washington calls it 2nd timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10.
Ready?
From the red zone now. And that is caught. It's a Washington touchdown. The Commanders will add to their lead at the end of the half. It's a Justin Jefferson touchdown. You're good on the point after. And the Commanders double their lead to 14. On now is York to kick this one away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Last drive of the half isn't going to be long. 14 seconds remaining.
Let's go.
They'll turn to the ground game and just run this clock out. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. One play in, and already they're close to midfield. Looking to throw. And they pick him off again. And the Commanders might be able to get some points late after the interception.
4 picks, 1 game. Hey, I get it. They've not all been his fault, but it isn't any easier to stomach. For the sake of his mental game, I think it's about time to limit things to short, easy passes or simply take him off this field altogether.
That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Eward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. We'll see what the first half adjustments of the season are as they're teed up, and away we go in our second half. Has this at the 6. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. Coverage team tracks him down as the return reaches the 35.
Hey, you go into halftime with a double-digit lead, your number one objective, and they'll all say it in that locker room, it's 0-0 to begin the second half. So you want to come out firing the same way you did in that first half. And that kick returner, he took matters in his own hands.
Rocco 80. Set go.
They'll begin with a quick completion to the right side. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They pick up 20 yards there. And the Commanders will have a first.
Man, I love that effort, adding as much as possible to that catch while earning the first down. That's called yards after catch, and it's what coaches want from all their pass catchers on the roster.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory.
Go.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. It is charged towards the line. It's right around 3 yards.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Second down now, 7 to go.
Come on, set.
Man in motion, headed right. The give here on second. And they bring him down around the 34. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Plowing up the middle. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
2nd and 8. That's Jefferson. He's got it. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
You call that receiver screen, and every once in a while, that wide receiver, well, he's got to be his own blocker. He's got to make the first guy or two miss. That didn't happen. Play goes nowhere.
Here he is on 3rd and long. He's taking a shot towards the end zone. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game. And now they're staring at 4th and long.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed. Well, that's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
Now he's York to kick this one away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Hall there to haul it in. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And it'll give the Jets a 1st down. Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already to midfield. Shotgun snap, a give to Hall. And they needed more than one defender there. Powerful runner stopped for just 1 yard.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
And he's out of bounds just short of the 30. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1. From the 31. Getting out to him. Pressure's there, and the Commanders got him. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. 3rd down give to Hall. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
That's one of those plays, Kate, as an offense, it just sticks with you a little bit. It bothers you that you just can't convert on a very manageable down and distance. And on the other side, it sure gives you some confidence defensively to get off the field.
They can't connect as the coverage comes through with a 4th down stand.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
Jukes one defender, and he'll get it up to the 44. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. On the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. They give it to him again. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. They get 13 on the pickup. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
Let's go. Go.
Back to the well again. And he'll get this down to the 40. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it. And we'll move to the next.
Completed over the middle. And they bring him down around the 34.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
It's results like that that drive coordinators nuts. Premature balding, gray, wrinkles, all of it, Kate. You call something conservative. The last thing you're thinking is you're going to lose yards on a 3rd and 1 run.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And they push their lead to 23.
So many of these players on the field, Kate, they just strive for consistency, but not the kickers. They strive for perfection, and so far, he's just that.
And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 30. We give to Hall on the draw. And he's short of the first after a mile gain. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Here's 2nd and 5. He's going to loft one deep to the left. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's 3rd down.
That's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage waiting for it. They were thinking interception for a second, and incompletion is still pretty good, too.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Time we offered some serious blanket praise for this entire group defensively. The guys up front, they've certainly generated the pressure. Everybody on the back end in coverage, well, they're holding down their assignments to delay these throws. This is going to be one tomorrow, one fun tape to watch, because 6 sacks have come by in this league.
And a surprising 4th down call does not yield a first. This doesn't get there. It's a turnover on downs. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
Washington touchdown. York now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Commanders continue piling onto this lead. Now is York to kick this one away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30.